Hi guys, it's Fentony. There's been a lot of confusion about the end of episode 6 and the Night King's dragon, so I thought I'd make this video to try to explain it. There will be spoilers up to episode 6, but you guys have already seen it. We've seen the army of the dead before, and the Night King has two main groups of soldiers. He has the Wights, who are reanimated corpses that usually look like zombies or skeletons, or sometimes just like people, but they're really white. It depends entirely on the damage the body has taken, or how long the body spent decomposing. These Wights are especially dangerous in large groups, and we have seen human Wights, but also giants, horses, and even a polar bear. There might be no end to what the Night King can turn into a Wight. An old Nan did tell stories about giant ice spiders as big as hounds. I really hope we see them in season 8. The best way to kill the Wights is with fire or dragon glass. I have seen people say that Viserion steel is no good against Wights, but in episode 6 Jon Snow was chopping Wights down right, left and centre with no effort at all, and we actually think that Viserion steel is forged using dragon glass, so I'm a bit confused here. Why would Viserion steel be no good against them? It has dragon glass in it, we think, and we've had proof of it. Jon Snow was chopping them down with no problem. Also, as it's been revealed in episode 6, if you kill the White Walker that turned the Wights, then the Wights will die. And Beric Dondarrion did say in episode 6, if you kill the Night King, it should kill them all, as he turned them all. That doesn't mean the Night King turned all the Wights himself personally, but he is the source of the magic. And then you've got the second group of soldiers. They are the White Walkers, and they're the leaders of the Night King's army. And they're not corpses, but rather the sons of Craster. In season 4 we did see the Night King turn one of Craster's sons into a White Walker by touching his cheek. The baby's eyes turned blue, but he remained a child. We don't know how long it takes for a White Walker to become fully grown. White Walkers have been killed in this series by dragon glass and Viserion steel. It seems like fire has no effect on them, and the Night King has actually walked through fire, and even in episode 6 he walked through dragon fire. So why is the difference between a White Walker and a Wight important? It's massively important, as they are very different, and I have seen a lot of people get confused, but this is when it comes to the dragon that it's even more important. We have seen the Night King create Wights and White Walkers. He raised his hands to create the Wights, and he touched the baby's cheek to turn them into White Walkers. At the end of episode 6, Viserion the dragon was killed by the Night King, and in the last scene of the episode, the Night King places his hand on Viserion's head, and the dragon's eyes turn blue. I've seen theories that Viserion is now a White Walker dragon, but he was dead before he was turned, so he must be a Wight. The theories are based on how the Night King touches the dragon. It's the same way he touched Craster's son, but as I said, Viserion was dead. So yeah, I think Viserion is not a White Walker, but he is a Wight, and the show only had touching the head method because it better fitted the scene that they were going for. Viserion is going to be extremely powerful, and I think his flame is going to be a mixture of ice and fire. He's not going to breathe ice as he's a Wight, but I think he's going to breathe a blue flame that is both extremely cold and it can burn. Dragons are magical creatures, and the body wasn't decaying, so I think the dragon body actually retains some of the powers of a dragon. The polar bear that fought the group in episode 6 was set on fire, and it didn't kill him straight away, but it did hurt him and slow him down. But I don't think fire is going to do that much to Viserion. If it did, that'd be far too easy. You just have Drogon torch him and then he would die. I think being a dragon, Viserion keeps his resistance to fire. He's not immune to it, but I think it'll do very little to him. But it might even get even more crazy if the Night King is riding Viserion. He might be able to stop the fire, as the Night King has walked through fire and even dragon fire, and it seemed to die down once he walked through it. In his new form, Viserion should be weak to dragon glass and Viserion steel. Dragon glass is a type of volcanic glass, and there are theories that it's made from dragon fire, or even the fire from the earth itself. There are some theories that Viserion steel is actually made from dragon glass, and the book in episode 1 that Sam was reading kinda backs this up. So this is what I'm thinking. The Night King's dragon is a Wight, but he retains some of his powers of a dragon. And I don't think dragon glass or Viserion steel would do much against him. But if dragon glass and Viserion steel can kill the dragon, we've got a problem here. One dragon glass arrow should do the job, shouldn't it? But that would suck from a story point of view. What I'm thinking is the dragon cannot be killed by Viserion steel and dragon glass through its scales. I think they're too strong, and the dragon has to be hit in the eye. So someone could stab the dragon in the eye with a Viserion steel sword or dragon glass, or maybe hit him in the eye with an arrow, but I think we might see the return of Qyburn's scorpion, and it will be loaded with a dragon glass or maybe even Viserion steel bolt. Fire might be able to hurt him, but what would wildfire do to him? Maybe that's how they kill him. Maybe they blow him up with wildfire supplied by Cersei. Or maybe the only way to kill this dragon is to kill the Night King. I think this dragon will die before the Night King dies, and I think we're going to get a one-on-one aerial battle between Drogon and Viserion in Season 8. Viserion might be what the Night King needs to bring down the wall, a dragon with the power of ice and fire. It's so ironic that Jon Snow went north of the wall, and all he's done really is give the White Walkers their most powerful weapon, and the power to bring the wall down. So what do you think? Is Viserion a Wight or a White Walker? In my opinion, he's a Wight because he was dead. Can he be killed by Dragonglass or Valyrian Steel? Can it pierce his scales, or does he have to be killed by being hit in the eye? Or will killing the Night King be the only way this dragon can die? And will we see a one-on-one battle between Viserion and Drogon? And who do you think would win? So leave all your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're just finding the channel for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like on it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.